What's up, guys? It's Kadir Stonks back with another video about another review on Friday. What is today? Thursday, July 29th. Top percent gainers. Let me just this real quick for you guys. Okay, today's top percent gainers. There was plenty of trades today. This week in the beginning of the week has been slower than the previous week, I would say, but it's not that bad at all. We've done our fair share. Top percent gainers today is our starting off LC up here with 38 million shares traded. News pace of record percent increase. Soars towards record. Daily world analysis. Price to profit was driven. Okay, press release was written about how incredible it was doing, and LC. I mean, potential trade, not a bad trade. A little bit higher end on the price, but for sure a potential trade. As you can see, gapped up pretty hefty from 15 as all the way to 22, dipped below and kind of did this multi-month breakout. So it's not a bad trade, but you know, it's all depending on how you're going about it. So morning open, came down, dipped. On that dip, just ran back up again. So maybe entering on here, risking, I don't know, the low of this wick probably, or this double tap, this double bottom sort of. It's not really a clear double bottom, but maybe entering on this or even here, trying to get some percentage of the move. I didn't do it. I didn't like it. A little bit higher priced. News wasn't really that great. And on top of that, the float was pretty big. And next, NTEC, which is the trade for me today. I had great news that said the following: 104 reverse split and domestication merger. It had pretty good news, or people reacted to the news pretty good. Pretty well, I should say, not pretty good. Yes. One thing that I would say that made me hesitant on trading this stock is the daily. Many areas of resistance, as you can see, gapped up from like 9-ish, gapped up to 10, but did have this gap fill to close. But I saw a little bit later, so I saw it around like right here. It closed it, and on top of that, there's resistance at 20-ish all throughout this area, as well as maybe 15-ish. Yeah, plenty of resistance on it, but volume was pretty good. We traded how many volume did it trade today? I believe it was total volumes 32 million. It wasn't crazy amount of volume as we typically have it with runners. So it's kind of been slow with liquidity and all that. As you can see, morning pretty low on liquidity, and then sort of around like 11 started picking up. This would have been an ideal best entry. As you can see, higher low, retested this is sort of breakout and made a higher low, and right here entering on here would have been a nice risk reward, perfect trade, and then profit on the way up. But I got in, I saw it right here around 15-ish, and tapped out on right here. I kind of saw this and then thought this was maybe a double top and it's gonna crash and it's gonna fake out. Sort of did that, but it just made a higher low. And so I was just like, okay, let me enter on the breakout on this higher low. I entered around 1630 and just kind of took it up all the way up until 17 and got out for like a 50, 60 cent, 67, 70 cent a share move, which is not bad. Made my money $20.99 on the day. So far, on this journey, I've been pretty consistent with my green days. I've noticed that. I would like to get better on my entries. That's one thing I still want to do. I still want my entries to be like pristine, no what ifs about it, because the better your entries, the better, more profits you will easily gain, especially if you can hold through the emotions of entering pretty. I don't want to say it was shitty entry, but pretty moderate entry. Yeah, the better entry, more percentage on that you can make on it. Yeah, and then throughout throughout it kind of made sort of like a stuffiness, and it sort of made like a like this I guess like a wedge, you can see a higher wedge, and it kind of just failed in afternoon. And it just tumbled down, came half of the move. So it's not, I'm not ruling this stock out of not being able to trade it. It could be on the watch list because it did hold more half of its move pretty well, double bottom, as you can see, and it came back up and made a double sort of double top, and then now sort of back here. Yeah, not a bad stock to trade for me, at least today. XBIO, previous runner of I remember 40 million shares, has news 3 day old news. Let's see. Let's just do the 150 day. Let's do 30 days. Well, let's do it now. Okay, let's just open this up. As you can see, multiple, very wick, so super, a lot of wicks, a lot of heavy volume traded in the last couple of days. And this is sort of a multi-day breakout. As you can see, 330 breakout, and then you have all the wicks to worry about. On this, I didn't trade it. I didn't see it early in the morning or even afternoon, but it seems like a good trade. As you can see, nice breakout right here, test, and then sort of a breakout, but it kind of didn't break out, but it was pretty liquid in the morning and afternoon. End of day, this is a nice trade. It would have been, as you can see, and just finding a nice dip to buy on and riding the move up without being so gun ho to exit. Let's look at the 3 days. Yeah, let's look at the 3 days on the 5 minute. As you can see, this is today, and yeah, this is today, and last 3 days. Most of the resistance would probably be around up here, and that's where it kind of became a little bit choppy, and but it didn't. It made a sort of like a higher low, dipped down, and came back right here, broke out and ran. So it would have been a nice trade on the day today. Next stock on list, that PRFX. I wouldn't really trade it. NAOV, previous runner as well. We've been seeing a lot of previous runners starting to make moves a couple days after the news. And this kind of looks like XBIO, sort of, more with the red candles. This one's a little bit gapped up and kind of went down. So gap and cap. So many probably resistance areas. Yeah, let's look at it on the intraday. Yeah, gapped up right here. And I'm guessing there's so much volume over here traded that and it kind of was getting up close to the $3 level, and it tapped out right there, and so it just kind of faded back down. Volume started getting less and less, and people just didn't see it as a longer term trade. Maybe perhaps it'll come back up, but who knows. Let's see next stock. GSS, nice percent mover. News. So price target raised 450. Started 250. Okay. I'm guessing they were reporting that they were expecting to raise something, maybe they're maybe raising capital to sell stocks of shares, perhaps, maybe not. They had news, and as you can see, nothing really happened once the news came. End of day, I guess people reacted to it differently. Yeah, this one's just similar. This one's similar to NTEC. It came down like it's like on the daily, similar at least. Yeah, pretty low on this price. Resistance is pretty far away, $3. as well as end of day made this consolidation and broke out, but nothing really occurred. Yeah, that was it for today, Thursday. There was a couple good trades you could have made. I made a good trade today on NTEC. Want to work on my entries, um, as well as my winning percentage, a bit more before I decide to increase my size. But yeah, um, it's been pretty interesting so far. Hopefully tomorrow there's more plays. Hopefully we can bank even more. Yeah. Till next time, peace, guys.